Hello everyone and welcome to Recap Wednesday. I'm your host Holly Scott. Thanks for joining me. This week's show is brought to you by Liquid IV, Batter Up Sports, and Addicts Gear. If this is your first time tuning into Recap Wednesday, here's what we do here on the show. We recap the past tournaments from last weekend and give you a preview of what to expect this upcoming weekend. We're so glad you're joining us. Let's jump right into last weekend's tournaments in Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Dayton, Ohio, and find out the champions and finalists for both of those tournaments. For our spring training number one in Dayton, Ohio, let's start off with the 10U division. The finalist was the 9U Cincinnati Fury Elite and the champion, Centerville Elks Gold. For the 12U division, finalist Cincinnati Fury Binder and the champion, Cincinnati Fury Elite. And last but not least, the 13U division, the finalist, Cincinnati Fury Shields, and the champion, Ohio Elite. Congratulations to all the teams participating in Dayton, Ohio this past weekend. Let's check out the champions and finalists in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. For the 14U division, our finalist was Velocity Nighthawks, and our champion, the Brookfield Brewers. I hope everyone had fun on the ball field this past weekend. You know what we're doing? We're having fun here in the office with March Madness. I mean, who isn't? Let's check in with our bracket breakdown correspondent, Tyler Wells.
Thanks, Holly. Here we have our Game Day USA March Madness tournament bracket. Just to give you a little rundown for those of you who are entering our tournament, we'll start up here with the Villanova region. Pretty much the only region I think that turned out basically how everyone thought it would. We have the 1, 2, 3, and 5 seed, which is pretty much expected. I think Virginia pretty much has an easy road to the Final Four. That's my pick, especially with Purdue's Isaac Haas injuring his arm. So my pick for up here is going to be Villanova moving on. Down here in the Kansas bracket, this is where my tournament champion was coming from. I had Michigan State. I think a lot of people thought Syracuse would beat TCU, but no one, I don't think, really saw Michigan State getting upset. I think Duke and Kansas are going to move on here, but I'm unsure. I think it's going to be a great game of who moves on to the Final Four, but that Michigan State loss definitely hurt my bracket. Over here in the Xavier bracket, a 1 seed, I did have them losing. I know it was considered a big upset, but I had them losing, one of the few highlights of my bracket. UNC down here, huge loss. I think a lot of people had them moving on to the Final Four or at least to the Elite Eight. And then I don't know how many of you watched this Michigan-Houston game, but Jordan Poole with the last second three was huge. Watched it live, amazing shot. So I know some of us have Michigan moving on, some people maybe have Gonzaga now. If you did pick those, congrats to you all. And then up here, I think this ruined pretty much everyone's bracket. This was upset city up here. I'm a Kentucky fan from Lexington, really happy with how the bracket turned out now, but not even I picked Kentucky going that far. I think I only had 3 correct picks so far up here. Kentucky right there, Tennessee and Cincinnati. So I think Kentucky has the easiest road here. I really hope they do. Huge Kentucky fan, but the way it's going, anything can happen. And from us here at Game Day USA, from being in the Chicagoland area, I think a lot of people are also cheering for Loyola. Huge upset so far. We'll see if they can keep it going against Nevada. But now for those of you who are in our Game Day USA March Madness tournament bracket, our current leader is D'Antonio. He has Duke down here going to the championship game, so his pick is still there. And then in 4th place is Mr. Pickles. He is in 4th place, but he has the most points remaining. His champion is going to be Michigan, so if he gets every game correct, he would end up being the eventual champion. But the way things are going, who knows how it's going to shake up. But we'll keep you posted, and good luck to everyone in our tournament. Now back to you, Holly.
Thanks, Tyler. Are you playing this upcoming weekend? Maybe you'll be in Branson, Missouri, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Crystal Lake, Illinois, Carroll Stream, Illinois, or Dayton, Ohio. Or are you traveling to South Carolina to our newest venue? This complex is called Shipyard Park, and it is spectacular. We are so excited because it's right near the water, and it has all turf fields. And guess what the weather's supposed to be like this weekend? 70 degrees. I wish I was playing there this weekend and traveling there. It's going to be a beautiful weekend and a lot of fun. We will be hosting several different tournaments there this summer. Make sure you check out our schedule for the Shipyard Park and all other locations at GameDayUSA.com. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, where we choose our favorite tweet of the week. It was a battle between the two 12U Cincinnati Fury teams for the championship. Congrats to the 12U Fury Elite team on winning the Game Day USA tournament. Do you have some fan photos that you want to share with us? Make sure you're following us on Game Day USA with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Share with us your favorite videos, snapshots, goofy things that are happening with your team. We want to see it all. And if you are an MVP winner, make sure you are filling out that MVP tag, giving it to our tournament director, as well as signing that banner. We want to see those snapshots as well. So share with us using the hashtag GameDayUSAMVP. Thanks for joining us this week on Recap Wednesday.